Hello, hi guys, welcome to this course. It will be a very short course where I will show you how we can deploy a GitLab server on Ubuntu. So this course will be based on this documentation. So I hope that we'll be able to download it on Udemy or another platform where we'll be able to pick up this video. And here is the different steps that I will have to take for this deployment. Let me show you the table of content. We have the storage configurations. We have the basic system configurations. We have also the installation of GitLab. We'll also install the, we'll also install the runner, this component. I will show you how to use it also. And by the end of this deployment, we also will be able to deploy or launch a new pipeline just to test our deployments. It will be very interesting course, and I hope that you will be able to attend to this course till the end. So let's start it. The first things to do, we will deploy our GitLab server on a dedicated storage drives by avoid to install it on the /root folder. Okay, so will be this part. Will be about our storage preparation and configurations. Okay, so let me just connect first on my node, my brand new node on which I want to be able to install our software. Yeah. So first of all, let's just update the host name. I call it GitLab. GitLab. Let me just check also the IP address to be able to update the host name, the etc host file also. Oops. So now we are, oh, what's happened here? Let me just get out from here. Okay, so next step of our configurations is I have to be sure that I have the drives. Okay, the VDB drive is there. We configure it with LVM. This permits us to increase this the location of the data of our GitLab server if the data increase on our server. This is why we want to configure the storage of our GitLab on these particular drives. Okay, and we configure it with LVM. So let's do that. I will just prepare my environment. So I have the package for LVM you have to install it, the LVM2, okay, and the parted, which will be able to permit us to configure our drive. Okay, after that done, but now we will use the whole content or the whole size of this drive. Okay, and from this drive we will create our first our primary partition one. Okay, and after done that, we will see that the key. You'll see that we have a new VDB1 drive that has been created, and we will use the full size. And yes, after done that, we create a new physical volume. Okay, we create it, and from this physical volume, we have to create now. We create a new VG. Okay, for the LVM, create a new VG. Let me just increase the view, the appearance of my yeah, okay, by this way, I think that we should be much more better for you to see what I'm doing right now. After done that, so we create a different LV. Okay, the LV for the data. Okay, we also create the LV for logs on our GitLab server. We create also another LV for the backup. If we want to later to do some backup from our server, we have to create those different logical volume or LV. Okay, great. So all those parameters can be okay, updated depending on the size of your drive. Because right now I have just VLK, I have just 60 gig of 60 gig regarding my drive size. This is why I'm using those sizes. Okay, but you can adjust from your environment. Okay, after done that, we can move forward. If you want to, we can list all, okay, the different VGs and logical volumes. Okay, and after done that, we have to format this logical volume created. It is a mandatory action that we have to do. We have to format those logical volume created, and after done that, we create a different mounting point. We will create for each LV, we create the mounting point for the data, the mounting point for the logs, and the mounting point for the backups. Great. Now we will update the etcfs tab file to be able to mount automatically the different mounting points if the server restarts. Okay, so we just add on to this fs tab file the different mounting points. So let's do that. I can do it manually or automatically by using this command, okay, which will be able to automatically provisioning the content of the file. Okay, and after done that, to be sure that everything is okay, we can launch the command mount all, which will be able to mount all. Okay, it is -p. Okay, this one is not very well created. Now, yeah, wait. Now all mounting points are there. df, great. And yeah, after done that, we are good. Okay, we can go to the next step which is of the basic system configurations. Okay, so in this step, we will just create the different folder for the SSL certificate folder. Okay, because with our GitLab we use an HTTPS access. Okay, so we have to create a private. So in our case, we use a self-certificate signing. So let's do that. But first of all, we have to upgrade the system. In order to update all packages that we have in our environment, in our server, we have to launch the command apt update and upgrade to update all the different packages that we have in our system. And after done this update package update, we will now install all the different dependencies required by GitLab. So the next command will be to install the certificate packages, the OpenSSS packages, and so on. All those are required packages by GitLab will be installed in our server. Okay, great. Okay, system packages updates have been done. So now let's install all the different packages required by your the GitLab. Okay, I have already those one on my server. So the OpenSSH packages, the TS, the Perl, then the GNI, and so on. Okay, all those one are by default on my Ubuntu server. So now next step, I can, if I want, I can adjust on my time. Okay, right now I'm in Africa and Casablanca in Morocco. Just to be precise, you can adjust your system timing if you would like. Next step is to create a folder that will receive over your SSL for informations like the private key, the certificates. All the information will be stored in this particular folder. So after done that, I have now to generate the CES certificate or TLS certificate in my system. Let me show you the command. We just show the command. Okay, here is the command. In this command, I will just generate this certificate for more than 800 days. Okay, and we have here the private key that we have to secure very seriously. We have also the certificate that can distribute to any system that would like to transfer your certificate. Okay, and also we create a subject alt name. It's very important for your case. But in my case, I've done something very wrong. So I have to regenerate it again because this IP is not my current server IP. Let me show you. Okay, my current server IP is. Let me show. Okay, okay, I'm good. Okay, here I'm good. No, I'm not good because it is not a good IP. So I have just to update the command. Let's just update the command because this one is not good. I have just to update of the IP address or in my command because so don't do this same error from your side before copy and paste the command. The command you have to adjust of the IP address. Very important, unless your runners will not able to transfer your certificates. So let me just go here. I can remove the off. Okay. I'll remove both and restart again, reload the command. Okay. So be very careful here to adjust those information to your system. If you have choose another host name, okay, we have to adjust also. You have to do another host name. You have to adjust if you have used another FQDN, fully qualified name, we have to adjust this information from your side also. If you have another IP address also, you have to update those information also. Okay, so be careful on this part. Great, done. Okay, so now we have to move forward to next step. I have to just adjust over the file write access because it is only this server you should be able to have access to this for this file. Okay, so the read write information is on the user on this root user. Okay, which generates this file. Okay, and for the others users or components we will have access to the server. They can have only the reads writes. Okay, as you can see. Okay, we have a read write for others, okay, and on the root server, the root user can have access to can do the read write access to this file, okay. So after done that, we can, if you would like, you can check out the generated certificate. If you would like, it's up to you. You can check out it, and all the information are good. Okay, I'm good. Yeah. Okay, great. So I can move forward. Next step, after I've done all those prerequisite actions, I can now start the installation of my GitLab Community Edition. So, okay, so this is what I have to do right now, because all prerequisites have been done. Next step is to install our GitLab packages. First of all, we have to update the repository, my server. What am I done? Yeah, I just forget the curl command. This curl. Yeah. Okay, just one dash. Sorry, so that's only one dash. Okay. I just have to correct the documentation also. Just have to wait a little bit for the repo update. Great. Now, next step, we want to install the latest version of our GitLab, which is at the version 18. So I can, if I would like, I can list all. Okay. So we have mini release on the version 18. We have mini release. So I want to install this one, for instance. Okay. So if I want to do that, I will choose just the latest release versions. Okay, by this way I will echo. Oops. You see that I will pick up the latest version for the installation. And after done that, now I'm ready for the installations. Okay, I'm ready for the installation. Here is I will install here. To be true with you, here is the comment for the installation. Okay, I mean I will target this versions, this one. Okay, but my external URL access to my cluster will be this one. Okay, so I can precise this one. By doing so, after the installation of our GitLab configuration file will be updated with this information. This command will take a little time. Okay, can 5 or 6 minutes, depending on your how fast your server is and how fast your internet connection is also. So if it takes some time from your side, don't worry, just wait till the end of this installation. And if you have any comments or any questions on this part, also we can send us a comment or a feedback regarding this part. This is time to go and take a coffee. Okay, great. So now the install is finished. We will just go and adjust some configuration parameter in the file. But before doing that, as you can see, the installation is done successfully. You can see this, if you recognize the figure, it means that the installation has been done successfully. Next step, to avoid any package update on our GitLab, okay, you can set up the app hold, okay, the mark it at hold to avoid any update on this package, okay, during the apt get update command, for instance, okay, which will avoid any update on this one. Yeah. Okay, next step, we have to update our GitLab configuration file, this one, okay, we have to update this one. I will just go, let me just, I will edit it with another editor. Great. And the next step is regarding the SSL certificate, the TLS certificate, for instance. We have to update, and we have a specific TLS certificate that we are using in our deployment. Okay, so for this one, I have to go on the certificate configuration and just go on the right path. Normally it should be, let me just be much more specific. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Okay. In our case, it will be this. Here is the path for the SSL certificate. Okay, the TLS certificate. We have a private key, and we have the certificate. This is the path, and for the backup path, I have to also update this one. Okay, how you can see, it is the VAB OPT GitLab backups. If you'd like, you can, if you want, because it is just the default path. Okay, it is just the default path, if you remember. And also we can do the same thing for others parameters. We have 7 days for the backup keep time. Okay, 7 days, 7 days. Okay, for the backup keep time. Okay, so let me just go move forward. For next, for the others parameters, it is the default one also. Control V. We want to have 2 workers process, for instance, depending on how much, what is really the workload that we want to be able to process in our GitLab. Okay, so we can be able to adjust all those worker process. So let me just okay, I hope that I'm good. Let me just I want to check. I have some. Let me check again. Just to be sure that I have saved those information. Yeah, great. So next step, after done the file update, the GitLab configuration file update, I have to reconfigure my cluster. Okay. To reconfigure my cluster, and here is the command. So when you update the GitLab configuration file, you have to load the command reconfigure to let the system take into account this new configuration file. Okay. Wait, so GitLab reconfigured, and now we can check the status of the services. Okay, let's check. Good, we are good. Okay, GitLab export node exporter, the work also within Nginx, the Node Explorer, the PostgreSQL, and so on. All those components are up and running. So we can move to the next step, which is to connect on our GitLab web interface. Okay, but to proceed, we have to get the password, the root password. So let's come back to this one is my former installation, so I will have to disconnect. But before doing so, let me from my Windows server where I want to be able to have access to the dashboard, I have to update the. Okay, let me just update on the resolver. Save. We can use a DNS server, but in my case, just for this training purpose. And I have to just close this one. Okay. And reopen it. GitLab. Normally, if everything is okay, yeah, great. And the access. Let me take over the root password. Great, congratulations, your GitLab server is up and running. Okay, so congratulations again to you. The next step will be to configure your runner. Okay, the runner which will be able, this is the component of when you launch your different GitLab pipelines process. This is the runner which will be able to take care of your different steps of validation actions, okay, and execute command and so on to the different targets. If you want to push data to an external repository, for instance, or if you want to download some images, if you want to execute any command in external servers, this is the runner which will be able to take care of those actions. Okay, so we have to configure the runner on our GitLab server. Okay, so the first steps to do it, let me just coming back here. I have to update all the packages. Okay. Great. After doing that, I want to use the latest version of the GitLab server corresponding to the runner, the latest versions. Okay, this will be the version 18. Okay, so you should be very careful about this point. So after doing that, I will now let's system update the packages. We will update the package list. Okay, great. Now I will install my GitLab Runner package. My GitLab Runner on my system with the following command. With the following command: apt get install the GitLab Runner. Okay, and specifically these versions. This is this one that I intend to install in my server. Okay, so I will install the GitLab and I will also install the runner. So we can consider the GitLab has the brain and the runner has the hands and the foot that could be permitted to the GitLab to do all actions that you want to do on the different system. So the GitLab again is the brain, okay, and your runner is your hand, the hand of the system, okay. Without any brain, we can have any actions, external actions to all other systems. After done that, okay, great. I can also avoid any package updated by execute this command. Okay, and we can also check the version of our runner just to be sure that it's on the latest version. Okay. And also, another point very important is the installation of a Docker, okay? Because in our case, our runner will be we use the Docker as the executor, okay, in our system. You can use another, you can proceed to another way, okay? But in our case, I want to use Docker as the executor of our runner, okay? Let's done that. After done that, normally your Docker PS command, yeah, great. So we can proceed to the next step. If you want, also you can add the GitLab Runner in the, yeah. The next step is the certificate. The runner have to trust our certificate, our self-certificate. So to do that, we have to copy our certificate to the runner folder. It's possible if you want, yeah, okay. Or we can proceed to another way if you would like. Also, we can just send the certificate to the USL local share certificate to let the all application that we have in your server to be able to transfer this certificate also. It's up to you, okay. After done that, also we have to update the system to check to trust this certificate also, yeah. So we have two ways to let the runner trust your self-certificate. We can push your certificate to this folder, or we can just let the certificate generally available to the whole system. It's up to you. Okay, great. After done that, we have now to register our runner with all parameters. Okay, but before doing that, we have to get a token from the system. So the way that I want you to proceed is coming to here is the admin part. Okay, from there go to runners, and create new runner instance. Okay, we can specify any tag if you have many tags in your system, you can create. In our case, I will specify this tag, which is Docker. Okay, from there I can create runner. As you can see, our runner is created, and here is the token. Okay, it's created, but it's not yet registered. I have to register it. So we have to take this token. Let me just come here and show you what I'm doing right now. How am I preparing the registration command? Okay, I'm preparing the registration command. The token is here, is this one. Let me just replace this part, token here. And because we can have many runners in your system. In my case, this runner will be the first runner I'm creating, okay? And the name will be a lab runner, for instance. I can register many runners if I would like, okay? And for each runner, I have to, it's very good to set a particular name. And the executor, I told you, I will use the Docker as the executor of our runner, okay? And the image from this Docker will be able to do all the action will be the Alpine image, much more lighter, and yeah, it's not too heavy. And after done that, I can now register my runner. Okay, here are the different. Okay, all the information I will accept it. Yeah, great. Okay, so now it's created. I can go to this file, okay, this runner configuration file. When you create a new runner, all the information will be redirected in this file. As you can see here, it is I have the runner, it is my first runner, okay, and the ID is 1. And from there, if I will just adjust the content of this runner, the first things I will have to do is the resolver. Okay, I have to update the resolver to say that my server IP address regarding the hostname is this one. It is some additional information that this Docker don't have by default. Okay, so I can update. Okay, and also the socket to use for during the execution time. I will use this socket also. With I think that I'm good. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Okay, after done that, I will restart the runner and check if the configuration is okay or not. Okay, I will just check the configuration file. I can do it before we start, but anyway, it's already done. Great. Okay. The next step, now I can launch a new pipeline to test if everything is okay or not. Yeah. Okay, yes, let me come in here. You can view my runner if I would like. Here is the runner is online because it has been registered. Very good. I will go now in my cluster, create a new project, a new blank project. Let's create it. I will call it a pipeline test if I would like. It's up to me. And okay, because I didn't create any group, so the default group will be this one. Okay, and after done that, I'm good. Great. Now I will create a new. Let me go here. I have no pipeline at this moment. As you can see, there is no pipeline. I can create a new pipeline if I would like. Okay. Go to the pipeline editor. Yeah, here's the file that I by default created. And from there, let me just prepare a very faster pipeline file. I don't want to take too much time on this part because I want just to validate that my runner is okay and there is no big deal here. So commit change. Let's cross our fingers and see the result. Pipeline is running. Is it good or not? Let's see. Yeah, okay, great. So everything's okay. Our installation is has been installed successfully. So congratulations for you. Now your GitLab server is up, your runner is up, and your installation is globally up and running. Okay, so congratulations to you. And this is the end of this first part of the training. So thank you very much for those who succeeded till now. And in another upcoming session, we will talk about another subject on GitLab. So thank you very much again, and take care, and bye for now.